Welcome back to the channel. This week we are doing the Pentax 6x7, that incredible legendary 105 f2.4 lens. We hit the streets of Graz and we do a fashion shoot. We also do 4x5 large format with Thomas. It's an incredible day out. I'm going to talk about the Pentax 6x7 at the end of the video. I'm going to show you some more images on Portra. So get comfortable, relax, sit back, and let's explore this amazing middle format camera, the Pentax 6x7. If you like to learn and be inspired, join me on a quest of creativity, explore film, alternative processes, and digital. Please subscribe and hit that notification button to get the latest videos every week. This wasn't really a shoot that we planned. We just met up. I knew Georg had a flash. I had some stuff. I had an LED light, some gels. We even bumped into Thomas along the way. I knew him from Instagram, but I never met him. He was living in Graz and saw his images a couple of times. He had his 4x5 Intrepid camera. Thomas set up his 4x5 large format camera, took a measurement, and I think he was using Delta 100, Ilford Delta 100. We had to wait till the people got out of the way, and here are the shots. Aren't they awesome? The light was still with us. I was using a red LED light here, and we were just using natural light. But soon we lost that light, and we had to resort to this.
Sehr gut, Lisa. Okay? Passt. Halten. 1, 2, 3. That's very slow. So, I think
Here we're doing a kind of a breakdance pose. That we met Sammy, he got involved, and he wanted his picture taken. It was all go, you know?
Okay. So
a lot of fun, really a lot of fun.
we need more. I will.
Your light is your flash now.
Yeah. Well,
With the
so
green gel.
2.4.
The images came out really well here with the green gel. Probably the green gel didn't do very much, but I like these images. They're really strong. Again, the LED light, which is really flexible to just change the color, red to pink to green, whatever. And it kind of saved us in the end of the day. It's so powerful and so small, these LED lights. I'll put a link down there in the description if you want to get one of these lights. Definitely recommend it. It saved the day, it saved the shoot. Again with the cable release. Everybody kept still. Awesome shot. I really like this one. One of my favorites.
Yeah, still 1.8.
I was doing the light measurements and kind of looking after the light while
Georg's idea of a tripod.
Georg was just taking the shots. So we kind of worked together. It worked pretty well, actually. Two minds get together and trying to solve a problem when you have no light. We got results. I think so.
It's going to be quite a shot. Or will I bring it more in the front?
I wasn't sure what Georg was trying to get here, but I like the images he got. It works really well. Even the point and shoot auto boy, the Canon AF35M, made a debut here and took some shots with its flash, which came out pretty well on FP4 Ilford. So let's get talking about the Pentax 6x7. It is an incredible camera. It is a beast of a camera. It is no lightweight. This camera, when you take it out into the ring, you can do some real damage with this machine.
Let's get a sound that shutter. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And let's change the shutter speed, so 1/15th of a second. Yeah. So the shutter, the speeds are correct. And this 1000th. You can really see that.
Oh,
That's what the negative will. This is the size of the negative. It's huge.
wow, that is huge. 6x7.
Wow. So it's huge.
Over the years, there have been 4 versions of this camera. The original was in 1969, and later in 1976 came the mirror lockup version. And then in 1990 it was changed, a few cosmetic changes, and it was the Pentax 6x7. And then in 1999 was the Pentax 6x7 Mark II. I'll go through the subtle changes in these cameras later on in the video.
So we use the flash with the 2 ports in here. Now, would you use the X or the FP?
X.
The X.
FP, I don't know what FP stands for.
Ah, okay.
It's like
Yeah, I think it's just for. It could actually be for the old flashes with the bulbs.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, and there's a delay on that. That's the difference, as far as I can remember. And the battery goes down the bottom here.
Yes.
This is for the battery, and this is what was it, a 4L or 44. It's actually the same one that's used on the Bronica series as well. So it's quite common on medium format cameras.
4LR 44, 6 volt.
Yeah, that goes right in here. And that's one of the things, you really should have a spare battery, I guess.
This way. Positive that way. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Of course, one of the major changes in 1976 was the mirror lockup, but that wasn't the only change. They changed how the transport worked and how the levers worked for advancing the film, as they were a little bit problematic. Now, one thing to note about the mirror lockup: once that is activated, the circuit is on, and so it does drain the battery over time. So let's move on to the later versions of the Pentax. The Pentax 6x7 brought mainly cosmetic changes, but the Pentax 6x7 Mark II is where you can do multiple exposures. Now, this was an option that could have been added to the 6x7, the early versions, but in the 6x7 Mark II, multiple exposures, if that matters to you, is available in this camera. Now, the new versions of the camera are much more desirable than the older versions, as they're much more reliable, and there's some better timings in there, but overall it's pretty much cosmetics. Of course, the prisms can be interchangeable between all of the models. There is a 5th model too, called the Honeywell Pentax, but this was only for the US market, which is basically the 6x7 camera, the original. Now, the maximum flash sync on this camera is 1/30th of a second, which is not great. However, there is 2 leaf shutters available for this camera, the 90mm 2.8 and the 165 f4, so you can do flash sync all the way up to its fastest speed of 1/1000th of a second. Apart from its vast array of lenses available for this camera, there's actually a marine housing for this camera. There's an actual underwater casing for this camera as well. The 105 lens with its aperture of 2.4 is renowned for its wonderful out of focus, making those backgrounds nice and creamy, great for portrait. And you can see these images with Lisa here and the background, how it just blends away beautifully. It's such a great lens. This combo is absolutely amazing. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about the camera, please leave them down below and see if I can answer them. I'm no expert on the Pentax 6x7. Myself and Georg have just got our hands on this camera and we are just shooting and having a lot of fun with it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we're trying to get to over 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. That would really help us out a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell, and hope to see you on the next video. Goodbye.